Thank you, everybody, for joining us back here at Surgalign's channel. We have another special interview for you guys today as we sit here with the Chief Commercial Officer, Scott Durall, and we're going to dive into his background and how he got involved with Surgalign. Scott, how are you doing, and are you ready to get into it?
Great. I'm ready.
Perfect. So first and foremost, I mean, you've had quite a distinguished career, like 3 decades of experience. You work with some very large companies. Can you tell viewers a bit about yourself and what you've done before you got to your role at Surgalign?
Yeah, sure. So I've been in the medical device industry for approximately 35 years, and I've done a lot of different things in the sector. I started with U.S. Surgical Corporation when they really revolutionized general surgery with the laparoscopic cholecystectomy and surgical stapling. I spent 10 years at Boston Scientific, which was a very diversified company, but heavily focused on cardiology with stents and drug-eluting stents, and then transitioned into spine and spent 10 years at NuVasive, and was with that company from 100 million to $1 billion as we really revolutionized the spine industry with the lateral access surgery.
Interesting. So it really seemed like you were a good fit for Surgalign then, but what drove you to join Surgalign, and what did you see the company that made you want to become a part of it, really?
Yeah, so after a great run at NuVasive and building that company, I actually left the spine industry. I've always been intrigued by breakthrough, revolutionary type of technologies, and have had the good fortune to be a part of many of those, as I referenced earlier throughout my career. And I actually did a startup up in Palo Alto with EarLens, which was a revolutionary hearing implant technology. Unfortunately, the pandemic sort of disrupted that. And as we were working through the early days of the pandemic, I ran into Terry Rich, our CEO, who was a former colleague of mine at NuVasive. And he started telling me about what the vision was to separate the businesses with RTI Surgical and form Surgalign as a standalone entity, and to sort of centralize and consolidate the business here in San Diego, build out an entire new leadership team. And my interest in building companies and breakthrough technology, because Terry had Holo Surgical and our AI technology platform line of sight from the beginning stages of this initiative. And so it just was intriguing to me. It felt like a startup, even though we're a top 10 spine supplier. Had a great foundation to build out and rebuild the company. And of course, we are truly a startup in the digital surgery space.
Yeah, and it's been about 2 years since then. How have you liked it so far? What would you say your greatest accomplishments have been at Surgalign, and what really excites you the most about the company?
Yeah, so there is a lot of excitement here because, we have, when I started in June of 2020, it was just Terry and I, and then we hired another member of the executive team that week, Brian Cornwall, as well. But, you fast forward to 2 years later, and we have over 100 employees here. So super proud of the talent we've been able to attract. And we've rebuilt the company. It very much has a startup, high energy feel. Certainly the acquisition and the development of the Holo portal to get that FDA cleared earlier this year was a major milestone. We're just doing alphas now of our first organically developed product at Surgalign, Cortera, which is a best-in-class new pedicle screw system. So, we've made tremendous progress. I don't think any of us could have really appreciated the amount of work that was required to separate the business. We sold the OEM business for $450 million, paid off all the debt of the company, and embarked upon sort of rebuilding Surgalign. While we work to fill gaps in our product portfolio and develop the digital surgery platform. So that's what I'm most proud of. But it really gets back to the people and the talent we've been able to attract and the teams we've been able to build.
Well said, Scott. Well, listen, thank you so much for coming on and introducing yourself. It's been really nice getting to know you so far. But before we go, is there anything else about yourself or about Surgalign you'd like to share with people?
Well, I mean, I would just say we're just getting started. When with the disruption we had with the pandemic, combined with all of the work we had to do to separate the company, rebuild the company, get Holo FDA cleared, fill some gaps in our product portfolio, refresh some of our products. Really, the vision and the future is very bright, and we're looking to transform the company and significantly improve patient outcomes through the integration of this, intelligent technology platform that we're going to develop all of our procedural solutions around.
Perfect, Scott. Well, again, thank you so much for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you have any questions for Scott, don't be afraid to shoot him over. And Scott, please have a wonderful day.
Great. Thanks, Michael.